Alright guys, I got another fragrance review for you tonight. This one is by Davidoff. It's called Silver Shadow Altitude. Alright, so I started getting into fragrances back in 2007. I was on Bass Notes, and I fell out of the fragrance game because I was spending too much money, but I've always been like interested in it, and I'm getting back into it lately in my older years. It's about, 2007, 2016 now. Anyway, back then I was looking for an aquatic because I thought aquatics were the shit because I was stupid and young. And I loved Bulgari Aqua, that was my favorite of the aquas. But I wanted something unique. I mean, I had that too, but I had L'Odyssée and I had Bulgari Aqua. And I wanted something that was unique like those two, that was somehow overlooked. And I came across this. Silver Shadow Altitude, okay? So the top, juniper berry, grapefruit, green pepper, cumin, curcuma, cardamom, lovage, and white cedar in the mids. It says it has cashmere wood, incense, and crystal musk in the base. I don't know what the heck curcuma is. Anyway, right off the top when you spray this, you get the craziest, freshest, brightest shot of juniper berry, grapefruit, and green pepper. And it's lovely. It is so... A lot of people on Bass Notes have said it's natural, and I would have to agree. And that's probably the number one reason I bought this. This isn't so much of an aquatic as it is just a really good citrus. I don't get too much aquatic vibes from this. It's mostly just a clean citrus. And like all clean citruses, doesn't last very long. I would say probably if you really wanted to have it last, you'd have to reapply every 3 hours. And I'm saying like heavy on the trigger. But I've had this since 2007 and I'm not even halfway yet, and the days I have used this, I'm pretty beast mode on the trigger. It's been drying down here for a while. It's so just pretty smelling. I don't know, it's so like masculine and citrusy, and there's something about the green pepper and the cardamom and the cumin, like, it is a very light scent. It's not heavy at all. It's very crisp for the summer, maybe in spring. This is a summery juice for sure. And like I said, it's very natural. Silver Shadow Altitude. It's also dry. The cashmere and crystal musk combo in the base kind of give it a dry wood. But the wood isn't there. It's like this almost hollow base. It's just mostly crystal musk, and I would say it's not very sweet. It's like just dry. I mean, the altitude makes it feel like it's dry. This is a dry, high altitude citrus, and it's just crisp and bright. And I've had compliments on it before. I mean, I've had it since 2007, so I don't really know. But mostly, I have a lot of fragrances. I mean, I have some favorites that are my personal favorites, but even my own personal favorites, to me, I can't wear every day. Like, I can't wear Guerlain's Original Vetiver every day. Even though that used to be, like, I used to think I could, but something about it's kind of heavy. I mean, with that one I have to spray, I mean, with all fragrances I spray at least 12 inches away. I don't do 6 or 4 or 6. I do 12. And depending on how strong the fragrance is, I might have to spray more because I spray so far. But I feel like if you spray farther away, you get less base, and you kind of get more of an even top to bottom distribution of the pyramid structure of the notes the further you spray away. I feel like certain fragrances, you spray too close, you get too much of the base popping out. And I usually don't want them to be too strong. I don't want the I need a good distribution. That's why I spray far away. And the danger with this doesn't last very long anyway. But I still think you need to do that. Spray farther away, go heavy. I mean, sometimes I go like 8 sprays with this because it's just such a light fragrance. And I'll take the bottle with me to work. I don't even care. I'll just spray it again in 4 hours or so. I mean, ultimately, the reason I like this so much is this makes me feel good in the morning. It's not so much for other people to smell me. I don't know what the sillage is or the longevity. I know the longevity is kind of bad. But for me, for some reason, I just feel clean when I wear this. If you want to feel really clean, you don't want to feel too heavy or sweet, really crisp, get this. This is more crisp than Cool Water. This is crisper than Bulgari Aqua. It's crisper than almost any Aqua I've ever tried. What else is there to say? Other than, I mean, if you're looking for Sillage Bomb, this is not it. This, however, for the scent alone, what you get in the first half hour, this is a smooth, crisp, and like, it's so good. From just the scent by itself, I would give it 10 out of 10. But as a fragrance or cologne, I would say it's 7 out of 10 because of the longevity, and the sillage isn't really that strong. So, but if you're looking for something like this, and you're not, out there doing all this whole knockoff niche hunt with Armoffs and Afnans and Rasasis, I'm doing that too. But if you're curious about old stuff, and you liked Cool Water, but you never tried this, try Silver Shadow Altitude. I like it. A little bit generic, but it's really unique on the top notes, and that's what's important, I think, for your own well-being and your enjoyment. At least sample this. Get find someone who has this. If you do have this, let me know what you think. Tell me what your problems with it is. Again, I give it a 7 out of 10. I don't think I'll ever buy it again this summer. I think I'm going to blast through this like as fast as humanly possible just because I need to lower my collection's just getting too big, at least for me. I think I'm close to 30 bottles, and I just can't even... if I ever move, I don't want to be lugging around all these bottles, so... maybe I'm more than 30, maybe I'm 40, I don't know. But anyway, try this, guys. Let me know what you think.